The smartest way to save money is by having full coverage in your car insurance. There's a saying in Spanish that says, lo barato sale caro, which translates to buying cheap things is false economy. Cheap things turn out to be expensive at the end. However, most of us would pick the cheapest thing, but only if we weren't aware of the value, of the importance of them. With this speech, I want to explain to you the differences between full coverage and liability only for your car insurance. What does your coverage means to you, and what the importance of having a high PIP coverage. So since you took driver's ed, you know you have to have auto insurance in order to drive a vehicle in Utah. Okay. In Utah, drivers are required to have both carry no full liability and liability only auto insurance to pay for medical costs and property damage after a car accident. According to the DMV.org, in order to limit the numbers of lawsuits in claims between the drivers in Utah, requires that all drivers carry no full car insurance or personal injury protection coverage at a minimum of $3,000. The liability car insurance covers so property damage. If you hit another car, or if you hit the fence, or if you hit a wall, it will pay for that. It will cover bodily injuries to the people in your vehicle and the other vehicle, and that's only if the liability coverage only covers you if you're at fault. So meaning it doesn't cover your car. The total grant of policy limit, the minimum is $25,000, $65,000. What that means is $25,000 for one person only, and $65,000 as a total for everybody combined, which is not a whole lot. The grand total of the whole claim would be $80,000 because they pay up to $15,000 on property damage. It's only $3,000 PIP. Personally, I worked for a personal injury attorney for 5 years, and with $3,000, you can't even cover half of your hospital bill. An ambulance bill will be between $1,200 to $1,800 depending. And then the hospital stay, if it's only a day, it's between $3,000 and $8,000. That's if it's only a day and you didn't require surgery. So now let's look at what comes with full coverage. Coalition and comprehension. Coalition, if you hit another car, it will also pay for your car. Comprehension is your windshields, anything happened to your car that you weren't aware of, they will go ahead and cover it. Obviously, you have a deductible with that. Underinsured and uninsured motorists. Underinsured is if they have insurance, but the damage was so bad that their insurance coverage is not enough, then you can go after your auto insurance to cover for the rest. And uninsured is when they don't have insurance, obviously, and not everybody carries insurance. They also cover rental car and roadside assistance. Now let's talk about the types of coverage that you have, what is PIP and what is the importance of having a high PIP coverage. According to autoinsurance.org, PIP stands for Personal Injury Protection, which should cover about 80% of medical expenses, including hospital stays, funeral costs, lost wages. So do you think you can cover most of your medical expenses with a $3,000 PIP? You probably won't. As a personal experience, I had a car accident in 2010. I was in the hospital for 5 days, and the medical bill came up to be $45,000. And if you have health insurance, your health insurance will kick in after your PIP has been exhausted. Now let's just say you get in a car accident and the other driver has no insurance, and you both have coverage of only $25,065. According to RobertJDeBry.com, which is a personal injury law firm that has been in business since 1970s, you need to be able to recover what you lose, whether it's lost wages, whether it's property damage. you need to be able to compensate that, and the way they do that is by monetary remedy, meaning that you have to get your money back. And if you have low protection, that means that you're a high risk of being not able to recover from an auto accident. So bottom line, having car insurance is a must. Liability only will protect whomever you hurt, but it won't protect you. By having full coverage, you will only protect the value of the property, but how about the well-being, your well-being? Also take into consideration the total amount of the coverage, and by that I also encourage you to check on your PIP coverage. So please, I urge you to call your auto insurance to find out what your coverage is.